Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't turn away from this channel. Don't turn away. Don't turn away. We're back. We're back. It's okay. Calm down. We're back. You're not seeing, you're kind of seeing double because it's the Balor fan and the Miss Balor fan. But it's us. Don't worry. What is going on, guys? Balor fan 85, Miss Balor fan 85. I don't know where that intro came from, what it does. I just wing it. Speaking of winging, we just flew in to do a couple of reviews. It's been a while. How you been? How's your family? How's everything going? Well, it's been a long time since we've got to sit down together and do our reviews. A lot's happened. A lot has happened. Do you kind of want to give them the heads up on that? What's going on? Or do you want me to take it from here and let me just spew everything that comes out?
Well, we just had a baby that's now 2 months old.
Hold the phone. We just had a baby. I didn't know about this.
You just scared the crap out of me.
Oh. Yes, we had a baby 2 months ago. Bob, we had a baby eats a boy. Actually, it wasn't a boy. Your name hopefully is not Bob. And if it is, hey Bob, how are you doing? Yeah, we had a baby. The last time you saw both of us together, we did a gender reveal. Hopefully, if you've seen that, you know what's coming up. If not, spoiler alert, stop what you're doing, go back and watch it. I'm just kidding. We had a baby eats a girl.
Eats a girl.
Yeah. We welcomed Laura Bullard into our nice little family 2 months and a week ago. She has the coolest birthday, by the way, 11/11/2020. That's just awesome. So we had that go on. If you've noticed, we're back to Balor fan 85. We've kind of, we decided to go our own way. I wish WRS the best in their future endeavors. We also, last week and the week before last, we caught the COVID. Very fortunately, we were fine. We were fine.
Had a scare with a baby.
Yeah, had to scare with the baby. She had 2 days of real congestion, but that was pretty much it. I'm hoping that we've kind of beat it. For all of you guys that have COVID, that are having a bad run of it, for all of you guys that have family members that have that it's not going well for, or that you may have lost, very sorry. You're all in our prayers, all in our thoughts. But hopefully in this next few minutes, we got a really cool build for you to look at, and hopefully we can take your mind off of that, because I know we've needed it. It's been such a crazy few months. Fortunately, we got a few more builds. Hopefully we'll knock out some reviews. As a matter of fact, it is 6 o'clock on this night. I think we're going to try to do 3 or 4, set them out, like we used to do, maybe once every Sunday. So kick back and enjoy. Now, we have a build nobody else has yet. I know it's in the pipeline for someone, I believe. I know another maker's making it, but here's the deal. We already had, we have the coolest AEW unofficial build on the market. We have a Mayan. Shout out to Eddie and Ira Williams. Shout out to Mayan Madassar, Mayan Kieran Ali. I really hope I got your name right. For some reason, I'm blanking right now. You guys make the best AEW, bar none.
Much respect.
Much respect. But shout out to another guy. We've kind of been friendly back into for a little while. His name is 80 Terry. Very good guy. He recently started working with, I think it's pronounced Ibrahim belts. Hopefully I've got it right here. Ibrahim belts. And from what I've seen of this maker, does a pretty good job. We won their very first raffle. For $30, we won this belt coming up. Now, we have the best AEW by the best maker, but we won another AEW. So, we decided, I'm sorry, Miss Balor fan.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Miss Balor fan 85 decided to do something different. You want to kind of tell them what you decided to do?
Well, I just wanted to be out of the box and change the strap.
Like here's where everybody's thoughts are. Miss Balor fan, way over there. See, way off camera, you can't even tell where it is. It's somewhere over there. Actually, it's kind of more right here because the idea had been brought up. So we had seen somebody decide to have it made. Shout out to Stephen Hammer, by the way. There's a lot of shout outs in this. I'm trying to make up for lost time for being away from here. It just feels good to see you guys. somewhere in there. Hey.
I'm glad you can remember because I don't trust my memory.
Yeah. So shout out to Stephen Hammer. Stephen Hammer mocked it up. An AEW title on a white strap. She decided to go for it. She asked me, she said, we want an AEW title. Can you ask if they can put that on a white strap? So I had AD Terry's people call my people, and I asked him, and he went back, got back with the maker, came back, yes. So we have an AEW title, unofficial AEW title on a white strap. Now before we break that out, and you see the differences, let's bring out the belt, the myth, and the legend. This is the AEW title by Mayan Belts. One of my favorite belts, period. This thing weighs about 13 pounds, black leather, just a good floppy belt. Sits on display with the other AEW items in my collection, and we absolutely love this belt.
Heavy.
Yeah, very heavy. Like I said, it weighs about 13, 14 pounds. But we just got the other belt a couple days ago. So without further ado, this is the Mayan Black Strap AEW.
I'm struggling.
Here comes our Ibrahim Belts white AEW title.
Okay. Oh.
Let me back this up right quick. Now, first and foremost, I'm not very familiar with the size of the original AEW title. I've been told, it's a lot bigger than this. I've been told it's around the same size. I've been told from a very reliable source it's around this size. So for everybody that says this title is a little bit small for an AEW title, it just depends on the person wearing it. Now if I put it on my shoulder, I'm not muscular, I'm not built, I'm wide, fat, I'm sorry. It's going to look a little smaller. If you put it on somebody like my lovely wife right here, like someone else much smaller than me, it's going to look bigger, okay? That being said, this belt by Ibrahim Belts is a beast. Look at this difference in size right here. I mean, you can also tell in the size of the side plates. There's the side plates right here. This belt, like let's say this is, in size. Now I'm not comparing quality. Let's say in size, this is the Crumb Rind, this is the Fandu. I mean, it's just that big of a size difference. That being said, it's still a great looking belt. This belt weighs probably 5 pounds more than the Mayan. Just a massive, massive belt. Now I'm going to do this right quick. I'm going to show you. You want to hold this up? No, just hold. Sorry, we're winging it. This is the Mayan. Now again, I'll provide some close details of it. All right. Here's the flexibility of the leather. Right now it's been in the same spot for a little while. That is the Mayan. Hopefully I'm not going to lose this stone. We've got a stone that we've had to kind of keep glued down. That's nothing against the quality. That is just, stones come out. This belt, again, just a beast of a belt. Don't hold up right here. On the white strap, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I've got it. Miss Ballerfan, what do you think of this belt on the white strap now that you actually see it on a white strap?
Oh, I couldn't wait to have it, and I was like, as soon as I got it, I was like, it's everything I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's everything.
It just pops.
It really does on a white strap. I had someone tell me that this looks like the white IWGP IC title, and it kind of does. By the way, we will be reviewing that shortly. We will be reviewing the IWGP Heavyweight title shortly. Shout out to Josh Hammer. We won both of those belts in a lovely raffle.
With my number.
With her number. We got very fortunate. We won this belt, an IWGP IC title, and an IWGP Heavyweight title within 2 days. So there's 3 more belts right there that we have.
We really didn't know how to act.
Now, this was $30. We bought 3 spots at $10 a spot. We did, when Terry, AD Terry, sent me a picture, a lot of your makers use kind of cheaper stones. Now, this is a great quality belt, but a lot of belts that have stones, they're going to be cheaper plastic qualities. I told him, I said, you know what, if we're going to have this on a white strap, if it's going to pop, if it's going to be the first of its kind, I'd like to get better stones if possible. So he the maker kind of looked around. I paid an extra, $50? $50 for better stones. Stones still, they're not the Australian stones that Mayan have, but they're not bad, okay? I'm still not entirely sure of this belt. Like, let me put it on my shoulder. This belt reminds me of the big Midwest title. It's a little, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but this thing is massive. I mean, you can see this goes from around my chin all the way down to my elbow. It is a massive title. Even the side plates. The side plates just, they take a lot of work to kind of hold on to. One of the things, and I haven't even asked your opinion on this, and it's upside down, so let me turn this up. One of the things that I've seen with a lot of makers, if you look at the original AEW title, these points down here, the original AEW title, it doesn't go to a straight point. It more or less, it kind of turns into a burr, like you'd have a burr on a needle or something like that. It's just kind of juts out. A lot of makers, they just make these. I talked in the last AEW title, the unofficial AEW title, that it was kind of like a battering or something like that. I'm not a fan of these points. I'm really not. They can get pretty sharp. If you're not careful, if you put it over your shoulder or something like that, it could possibly cut you. I've seen some of these belts cut people.
And the way it cuts into the leather. Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Some of these globes, especially if you look right here on the main plate, some of these globes are 3D. They're actually stacked.
I love that.
By the way, this is a triple stacked belt, bordering quadruple stacked. But even the globes right here, compared to the Mayan, those are built into the plate. These are stacked. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the AEW title, the original, enough to know if that's more accurate or not. But you heard her. She's the client. She's the customer. She's a fan of it. You know what? If she's a fan of it, I'm a fan of it. Yeah, she loves the globe. Now, one problem you'll see with some belts, especially mock belts, and this is nothing against mock belts. I've heard enough people arguing over mock belts. One thing I'm not a fan of theirs, the gold border around this title, around this, is so yellow, it's almost a nuisance to look at because the contrast is so different. I'm a fan. This is about right. I love the Mayan more because it's a lot softer of a gold. This is about stretched to the tolerance. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the points on each side plate. One of the other things I'm not a big fan of, this is something on the maker. The maker seemed to get a little lazy on this belt. You have, along the lines of some of these side plates, it's not gold. It wasn't plated right.
It's a patch here.
Yeah,
patch
so
here,
there's a patch of silver going into it. A patch of this, a patch of that. If I'd have paid full price for this belt, it would have been redone and I would have been upset. That being said, a raffle win, not bad. By the way, and I'm not knocking this maker, because let's go ahead and say this. This is a hard belt to make. This is,
so much
again,
detail.
Quadruple stacked, a lot of detail, so many different parts. It's very hard to get right. So with that being said, you know, I'd have to look at some of the other belts that he does. You know, some of the 4 mil, just single layer belts. I'd like to get maybe a US from him. I do have one US coming, WCW 5-plate US from Mayan. I'd like to see something else from him that's not as intricate, just to see how this maker does. That being said, just as a display piece, this belt is awesome. I mean, do you have anything you want to say as far as just what you think about this belt? Do you want to kind of hold it up right here?
Like you said, I just like how it's stacked, like the 3D look to it, because, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you call these little dents right here, but I love that. It looks like a watch to me, like a pretty watch.
Yeah. Now, another thing that I'm not huge on this belt about, this is definitely some cheaper leather. If you can notice, I mean, it's not quite as flexible. It's a little stiff, but it is real leather. It is real leather. Now, as far as the side plate, we won this belt. It came with 2 side plates. We're missing one right now. I cannot wait to get it. That was a Moxley.
Name.
What did I say?
Side plate.
Oh, side plate. I'm sorry. Nameplate. This thing came with 2 nameplates. We don't have one right now. We got the Moxley nameplate. This is a Darby Allin nameplate on this belt, because hopefully one day maybe he'll get a shot. And if he doesn't, you know, that's fine. I did forget one more thing. One more thing I'm not a big fan of that this maker did is the clamshell tooling. This belt has straight up clamshell tooling all the way around. It looks a little bit bigger than what it should be, And also, when it comes and meets up with the AEW stamp on the strap, there's not much uniformity to it. It's just stamp, 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 AEW. Whereas the Mayan had a little bit of uniformity, had a little bit of decorum to it. It wasn't too bad. Now, over here with the male snaps, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2x7 male snaps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2x7 female snaps. The other thing I'm not a big fan of that the maker did, these snaps are tarnished. To me, if you're gonna make a belt and you're gonna make quality for a customer, you don't need tarnished snaps. Spend a few more dollars, buy some new snaps.
Didn't you say there was a couple spots that was tarnished on the edging?
Yeah, aside from that, that's not really so much tarnishing. That's just missing plate.
I know we mentioned that, but I didn't know if there was a tarnished spot.
I'm not sure. I thought you brought one up, but I'm not entirely sure. We're not going to go through this with a complete fine-tooth comb. This was a raffle win, so we're just doing a straight-up review on a raffle win. All in all, for I think $80 is what we paid altogether for this. I'm happy with it. I mean, if I'd have spent, I think these things go for $400 to $450, maybe $350. I'm not entirely sure of the full price. That's still not bad for an AEW of this. I mean, like I said, this is massive. This literally reminds me, and I don't know if you can tell right here, there's actually a little curve to it. It's not too much of a curve, but if I put it down right here, you can see I can actually put all up to my middle knuckles in there. This belt is not bad for the price we paid. As far as Ibrahim belts, I'm not entirely sure if I could recommend them or not. If you're wanting that 100% quality belt. But could he improve on it? Oh, definitely. Like I said, I'd like to see one of the 4 mil zinc belts. Just kind of a standard belt. Again, this is 4 mil zinc, 4 mil zinc. This is triple stack. But I'd like to see a basic belt. Like we have the IC, the internet title, something like that. I'd like to see something in that quality to get a better gauge, because not many people can pull this off. This is a massive belt. This is
the improvements are just small. I mean, it's just
there's
not much he has to fix.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely room for improvement, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of his work. You got anything else you want to say?
Other than this is my newest favorite one.
Oh, this is your newest favorite one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you heard it.
Besides my Evolution belts.
Yeah, you heard it here from the customer. This is somebody who asked for this, who got this, and who is happy. That is all that matters. A lot of people want to rain on your parade. If you get a belt, it doesn't matter if it's an aluminum belt. If you're happy with it, that's all that matters. You see, a lot of people want to buy this and flip it or something like that. When we buy, if you'll notice, every belt that we've had has stayed in the collection, with the exception of one, and that was a gift. So, that was us passing some of our collection on to someone else. We keep our belts. We're not worried about resale value. We're not worried about how much of a hit we're going to take if we sell this. This is our collection. And I cannot stress that enough. If you are a collector of anything and you are happy with what you have, that's all that matters. With that being said, do you have anything else you want to say?
I think we're good.
I think we're good too. Like, comment, subscribe. It is so good to see you guys again, especially you right there. I'm really happy to see you. We will catch you guys down the road.